Greetings, seekers of the abyss. Welcome, dear wanderers of myth and mystery. Today, we embark on a journey unlike any other, descending into the deepest, most terrifying chasm of Greek mythology, Tartarus. This is no mere legend. It is a tale of divine cruelty, of suffering beyond human comprehension, and of the endless abyss that swallows both gods and mortals alike. In the cosmic hierarchy of Greek mythology, Tartarus is more than a place. It is a presence, an entity, a fundamental force of the universe itself. If you are drawn to the dark corners of mythology, where titans are broken, where justice becomes torment, and where the void itself consumes reality, then this is the story for you. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this tale with fellow seekers of forgotten lore. And of course, let me know in the comments, which character from this infernal abyss, king, warrior, demon, angel, or beast, fascinates you the most. Now, brace yourselves as we step beyond the gates of Hades and into the very heart of darkness. Chapter 1. The Birth of the Abyss. Before light, before form, before the gods themselves shaped the heavens, there was Tartarus. In Hesiod's Theogony, we are told that Tartarus was one of the primordial deities, born alongside Chaos, Gaia, Earth, and Eros, love. But while Gaia brought forth life and Chaos birthed potential, Tartarus was something different. A place and a being at once, a bottomless chasm that lay beneath all of existence. But what truly is Tartarus? Is it a prison? A deity? A force of nature? The ancient Greeks themselves were divided. In some accounts, Tartarus is a divine entity, a sentient abyss whose hunger is insatiable. In others, it is simply a realm, a pit so deep that even the gods feared to look into it. Yet the truth may be stranger still. If we consider Tartarus as a counterbalance to existence, then it is neither a god nor a mere place. It is a necessity. Just as light cannot exist without darkness, and creation without destruction, Tartarus exists to contain that which cannot be allowed to roam free. It is the cosmic oubliette, the final destination for those too dangerous to exist. But what happens to a prisoner who spends eternity in a place like this? Do they remain themselves, or does Tartarus itself consume their very essence? Chapter 2. The First Prisoners. The Titans fall. The first true prisoners of Tartarus were not mortals, but the mighty Titans, the gods before the gods. In the beginning, the world was ruled by Uranus, the sky, and Gaia, the earth. But Uranus, fearing his own children, the Cyclopes and the monstrous Hecatoncheires, cast them deep into Tartarus, where they were forgotten. But fate is a wheel that does not stop turning. Gaia, enraged at Uranus, conspired with her son Cronus, the most ambitious of the Titans. With a great sickle, Cronus castrated his father, seizing power for himself. For a time, the Titans ruled. But Cronus, like his father before him, became paranoid. A prophecy foretold that his own children would overthrow him. And so, one by one, he swallowed them whole. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. But one child escaped. Zeus. Raised in secret, Zeus grew strong. When he reached adulthood, he waged war against his father and the Titans, in what would become known as the Titanomachy, the War of the Gods. For 10 years, the heavens and earth trembled as gods and titans clashed. Mountains crumbled, oceans boiled, and the sky itself seemed to bleed lightning. In the end, Zeus stood victorious. But what to do with the defeated titans? They could not be killed. They were too great, too eternal. Instead, Zeus chose Tartarus, the abyss that had once held the Hecatoncheires. Bound in chains forged by the Cyclopes, Cronus and the Titans were cast into the depths, where they would remain forever. Yet, the question lingers, is forever truly eternal, or does the abyss change those who dwell within it? Chapter 3. The Monsters of Tartarus. Tartarus was not only home to the fallen Titans, it also became the resting place of monstrosities too terrible for the mortal world. Typhon, the father of all monsters. After the fall of the Titans, one last horror rose to challenge Zeus. Typhon, the deadliest monster in Greek mythology, described as a storm-given flesh. Typhon was a colossus with 100 dragon heads, eyes that burned with fire, and a voice that echoed with the cries of every beast in existence. Zeus fought Typhon in a battle that shook the very fabric of reality. At last, wielding his divine thunderbolts, Zeus struck Typhon down and hurled him into Tartarus. Yet, even in the abyss, Typhon did not rest. Some say he was buried beneath Mount Etna, where his rage fuels volcanic eruptions. When the mountain shakes, it is Typhon, still struggling against his chains. Campe, the nightmare guardian. Another monstrous inhabitant of Tartarus was Campe, the jailer of the abyss. She had the torso of a woman but was fused with dragon tails, scorpion claws, and 100 bestial heads. She was slain by Zeus. But even in death, some say she still lurks within the void, waiting for the day when the chains of Tartarus weaken. Chapter 4. The mortals who tasted Tartarus. While Tartarus was reserved for gods and monsters, some mortals too were condemned to its depths. Sisyphus. The eternal struggle. Sisyphus, the cunning king, cheated death twice. When the gods finally captured him, they assigned him a punishment as endless as his ambition. He was condemned to roll a boulder up a hill, only for it to roll back each time he neared the top. Tantalus. The hunger that never ends. Tantalus, who betrayed the gods by serving them his own son. Pelops was sentenced to stand in a pool of water beneath a fruit tree. Each time he reached for food or drink, they receded beyond his grasp. These were not just punishments, but symbols of the human condition. Sisyphus embodies the endless struggle of life, while Tantalus represents unfulfilled desire. Chapter 5. Is Tartarus still there? Is Tartarus still there? Does it still hold the titans, the monsters, the cursed souls? Some say the abyss remains, unchanged and eternal, waiting for new prisoners. Others whisper that Tartarus has weakened, that its gates creak open ever so slightly. What happens if the titans escape? If Typhon rises again? Or perhaps Tartarus is not just a place, but a state of being. Perhaps it exists wherever suffering is endless, wherever hope is swallowed by darkness. Maybe Tartarus lives on within us all. Farewell, seekers of the abyss. And so, our journey into the deepest pits of existence comes to an end. But Tartarus remains, waiting, silent, endless. If this tale stirred your soul, leave a like, subscribe for more journeys into myth and legend, and tell me in the comments, which being of Tartarus fascinated you the most? Until next time, may the gods watch over you, and may you never hear the whispers from the abyss.